It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Wait, set, 380! Mike, 49. Hey, go 66. Hey, Duke. Go Bandit. Hey, 66.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Gets it to Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Regular. Spot, rip. Watch the twit. Hey, Charlie. 49 to Mike. No,
throwing again. Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Man open left side is Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go, D. Check. Middle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 50. Let's go, team. It's gonna be a long day. Kill.
From the 36, Allen being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
To throw again on second down. Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Get the ball. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Alert. Mike's 50. All 52. Long day. That's going to be a long day. Mike's 50. Give me that.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, he's going to loft one deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, box truck.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
That was easy.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 67 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. On 1st down, Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Taron Johnson made the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL, had to convert into being a receiver, and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. From the gun, it's Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Brady. That is caught at the 7. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, we got 4 down. Big dash. Ball 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking
Come on.
zone, but it's incomplete.
I was going to say,
Also
that's...
a drive that spans
I read
all
that the whole way,
time,
and
and
if
you
I'm
may only
making
come away
that.
with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. that's going to be
Really? And there's people there.
Touchdown.
That's just lucky.
From 6 yards away.
Obviously it's good throw by Brady.
With a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Stop your alert! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Smith catches left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down now, it's McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Bills will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here we go.
Allen going to throw. Flushed out right, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown.
Easy peasy. Back out and go again. Check my win. So 3-game win streak here.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, good ready. That's 25.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's the first carry for LeSean McCoy.
DeMarco, come on, that's your guy.
Second down.
Don't run past him.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Check 58.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go back to the ground with McCoy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now McCoy. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's McCoy, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Let's go.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. Here now Roberts. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 7.
To throw again, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Bravo. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Allen now to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The ball.
Real problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Come on, fellas. 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan.
Gimme.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 49.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Freeman a first down and more. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run.
Not a good idea.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Where are you throwing that? Oh my God, he's so
These
open.
defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Steve 6.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen.
Why did I throw it to him? I thought he was going to peel it off.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the
That's
INT.
bad, rude.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Allen, throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
LeSean McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LeSean McCoy, 54 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing is Allen on third. Now he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They follow up the first down 1 yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen taking it in. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 67 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. McCoy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they take a knee. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
No idea what I just did. I opened Clash of Clans. How did I do that? And we climbing up here. Gotta keep rolling with the Bills.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Buffalo Bills.
I got the old Eagles jerseys on.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LeSean McCoy. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play.
His name is Overstorm. His name is Storm Over Brave, and he's just running over Storm Brave. That's kind of funny, actually.
Welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I had the play clock also.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 31, check 31.
Now Allen. He finds McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LeSean McCoy, 26 yards. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run with Scott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 74 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On first down, it's McCoy. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
You get a touchdown.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They're going to zoom past that number there. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
51. Round 80. 5 wide. Let's get off the field. Slam. Bring her, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Allen now looks to throw. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroom, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts? Come on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 3, check that.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's get it.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
45-7. Mike, 49. Brilliant. Hey, Haywood. Block 49. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's Scott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Running from the gun with Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give, right side. Scott, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing...
And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! Boston Scott as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike 42, Mike 42. Get ready, get ready.
From the gun, Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
319.
A final shot before half for Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, orbit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the 20.
You gotta be kidding me. How did Deshaun Jackson come up with a 50-50 ball like that? Come on.
Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards.
Deshaun
and the Eagles
Jackson.
add on to their lead.
I made like 3 catches like that in his entire life.
And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. And this one caught by Beasley. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley. 60 yards. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
5 wide. Let's go.
Here's Allen. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd down, it's Scott, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. I don't think you got it, son. 57. 49.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
82. Man, I got you. Alpha. At 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Better bring it.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And he finds Beasley complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42. Tighten up. Pull together.
Allen now on the option right. He's got the first down inside the 10. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Allen taking it himself. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try the left side. Scott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now Scott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go again with Scott. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On the carry, this is Scott, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they will take a knee here. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Let's go. Ready. Let's go, D. Let's go. Now let's get there. 42, 40.
One final try now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say 24-hour cheesesteak shop, here we come.
Oh, yeah, and I'm buying, partner. And guess what? I'm having mine with.
And I'm having 2 if you're buying. Good night from Philadelphia.
I'm having 2 if you're buying.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Shut up. Motion. Check. Shift. Check 9. Switch.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw his line. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Wow.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
12 more yards there and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack by Marcus Hunt. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, tight. Yeah, Mark, you can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. This is Hines. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Hines. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On first down, Luck. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Back to throw, Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To the air, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Come on, man.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And how about the big boys showing off the
fumble that,
wheels?
Allen.
Let's face it,
He's got 2
anybody
fucking
who watches
fumbles.
a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Locke. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call
Oh, right,
it,
Allen.
and move
What am I
on.
doing?
He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
I literally threw it at
But it
him.
winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2. Luck. Able to find Deon Cain, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Hines. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard. Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And here's Allen. A final shot before break. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. Yards, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions. The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down
Where are you
marker
throwing
back
the
to
ball?
work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down. Allen going to throw again. Now Brown. Oh, he lost the football. And the defense.
Damn, if I could stop fumbling, that'd be great.
Not able to get it. From a defensive
it's taking
perspective,
me
what's
no
that
more than other
moment
people
like
do.
when
That's
you realize the
crazy.
ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is
They hit
something you
power
talked
through the
about
roof or what?
in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And that's complete to Croft. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction,
Oh my God, Allen.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because
Me too.
like him is going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Throwing now is Allen. And he loses the football.
Oh my goodness, we're just gonna fumble every play, huh?
Often on fumbles, you look at the
That's
guy who caught it
insane.
up and say, geez, what did he do?
I haven't fumbled this many times in a game the entire year.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They begin the drive with Hines. And an alley to run. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Locke. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Luck now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage.
He's going to probably end up winning this game. He's fumbled 50,000 times.
Explosive, picked up nice yardage.
This is crazy.
You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down.
For some reason, his hit sticks cause more fumbles than other people's hit
second
sticks.
down really put him behind the 8 ball.
He's catching a lot more. He's good at the hit stick.
This is fielded at the goal line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, Charlie. Team 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen off the bootleg. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Allen to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
You draw Porter. Hey, Haywood. Crunch.
To throw is Allen, and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
58 to Mike, 58. Hey, orbit.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Why does he keep pausing the game? Like he's taunting me with a pause or something.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Luck staying on his feet. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So we're going to go with
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers.
I planned on using the Chargers a lot earlier today,
Lutz now to kick this one away.
Kept playing with the Bills.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Cluster. Stay with your man. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Load it.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Craig Robertson in on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Hey, go orange. Hey, echo.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And Allen's got it.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, 30 yards. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
21. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
14. Smooth. Hey, easy.
To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Allen has it, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
At the Saints' 12-yard line.
180, 190. Watch the run, watch the run. 89.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Again, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
21.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good.
There goes Melvin Gordon, the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 72 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
Throwing now is Breeze. Well, this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Ted Ginn's gonna go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 75 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, come on. Topper. Deuce. 44's the mic. 45.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Stay there. 380. 47. You. Mike, 47. 3 bud. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check it out.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, easy. Yes, got it.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out, though.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now this one complete on the slant route. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw is Rivers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Easy, opposite. 21. Hey, echo. Hey, easy.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This is Gordon as they go to him again. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. David Onyemata there on the tackle. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, 79!
From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better...
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Alpha. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT stride. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Hey, easy.
Breeze now on first down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Ginn. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Hey, easy.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's second down.
Hey, exit. Hey, easy.
Breeze to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas in the final minute, and the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Now Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Set, 180. 44. I got you, pop.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And an out. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30, the 20, 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Ready? 5-9. Kill. Come on, boys, come on. Check, check, check. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, easy.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Again has it complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, easy.
Back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And some space here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, easy. Hey, easy.
He's back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Step 180. Run 80. Run 80. Watch the run. Watch the run. 44 to Mike.
Rivers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick it...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st down and big runs.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go with the ground game, pick up the 1st, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, They feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that
rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Kill. Bravo. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's fourth and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Now Gordon on first down. Past the 20. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody. The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividend.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Cooper was the target there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon.
Nice
and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
180. Hey, Delta. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, watch that. Hey, team 6. Team 3.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 62 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that
same
out,
play that
make it
everybody runs
illegal,
on
because
defense.
that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offense.
And the Chargers rush is going to
Put a legal man downfield. His lineman was 7 yards down the field.
Dropping the hammer off the edge. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Flush to his right. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Still 180. Hey, bro, 80. I'm coming for you, son.
On first down. It's Gordon, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
Oh, come on. It's a terrible throw. That should be a pick.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Forced out to his left. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
Are you shitting me? It's another terrible throw.
He's inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hunter Henry brings it in. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, Foxtrot. Wait, 89.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
48, Target. Mike, 48, Mike. Hey. Watch the twist, load it. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Rivers on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Orbit. 48 to Mike. Hey, I'm going to go load it. 48 to Mike. Check.
Rivers again. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey. Let's set it tall, fellas. Let's load it. Load it. Hey, echo. Let's go. He can't hang. Load it. Load it. Behind.
Again, it's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes it.
GG.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down throw for Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 33. Check it back. Hey, exit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Hurry!
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
180! King! 31 for Mike. Hurry! Hey, Delta. Let's go, D. King!
First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Jim. Point it right. Hurry!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. 4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
White 90. Orange 5-4. Not today. Switch. Go.
From the gun, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gordon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the double. 22's coming, Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 44 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Second 90, black 15. Red Delta! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Check. Mike, 15.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers for the sideline. That's taken in by Allen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Taylor going to run the option right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Easy.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Rush in. Hurry.
Mayfield down. Flushed out right. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. You've got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Check three. Quick dash. Come. Hurry.
Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rivers now. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Rivers now, a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Run. Real. Regular.
Here's Mayfield. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Regular. Run. Up. Watch the whip. Hurry.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch.
Point it right. Hurry.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alloy 33.
Mayfield to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
180.
Kill.
Alloy 33. Alert.
What we got?
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 36 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
12. Keep it skinny. Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun, Rivers, and Allen's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Snap, 180.
Quit talking about it.
Zero.
That's 22.
Back to throw. They'll buy some time right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Pistol.
Check nickel.
Real. Hey, zoom.
52, right 52.
King.
Sweetheart.
Hey, alert.
Check safety.
My touch.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Alert. Real. Up. Bravo. Hurry. Regular. Point it right. I got it.
Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Run. Hurry.
He's mine.
King.
Watch the
Up. Hey, alert 33. Shot.
Here's Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Ground 80.
We got it.
Hey, go on. Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
How did he dump that shit? Come on.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
I got you.
Good game.
The Browns in victory.
That was a close one for sure.
Take the knee.
Yeah, it was close. I was on a streak there. I had to gotta lose at some point, I guess. Nice. Yeah, I had an 8 yesterday. I think I had a 5 today. Oh no, you. Oh yeah. Or someone cheated you. Someone might have IP booted you.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Like right away, he did it right off the bat.
Down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road,
what was his name? Do you know it?
Brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world, and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent.
Yeah, I ran into someone who used the Dolphins a couple years ago that cheated. Might have been him.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Shit. Threw too many picks, I think. I don't like the one pick is okay. I don't like the one anything more than one pick. Yeah, he had 3 takeaways. You don't win when you do that against good people.
Log on to EASports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.